I still remember the exact sound the ceiling fan made that afternoon. A soft ticking, like a heartbeat slowing down. Maybe that's why I felt it in my chest, even before she said the words that broke me. Her name was Ariana, soft voice, sharp eyes. The kind of girl who could calm a storm or start one without speaking. For 3 years, I believed I was the only man she needed. And then one day, I wasn't. It started quietly. For weeks, she had been distant. Not cold, but not warm either. Like someone had turned her down from 100% to 20%, without warning. No good mornings, no midnight calls. No where are you? No did you eat? Just silence. But I kept telling myself she was stressed, busy, tired. Anything except the truth that was begging to be heard. Then came that moment. She stood in front of me in the kitchen. Hair tied up, phone in her hand, eyes refusing to meet mine. And she said, "I think I just need someone different." My mind froze. "Different?" I asked. She nodded, slowly, carefully, like she knew her words were knives, and she was trying not to cut too deep. But she did. Then she said the line I'll never forget. "I chose him." "Who?" I asked, already drowning. Her next word hit like a punch. "The housekeeper." My chest tightened. Our housekeeper. The guy who came twice a week. Quiet, polite, always looking down. She chose him? A laugh almost slipped out of me. Not because it was funny, but because my mind couldn't understand how the girl I loved went from "you're the only one" to "I want the man who mops the floor." But her face wasn't joking. She looked guilty, but not enough to choose me. The worst part? She didn't even fight for us. She just said it, like it was a small decision. Tea or coffee? Cold or warm? You or him? And she chose him. That was the moment the world inside me cracked. Not loudly, not dramatically, just silently, like a heart that had quietly given up days ago. And now I wasn't losing her. I'd already lost her. I just didn't know. Yet. Chapter 2. When the truth finally looked back at me. I didn't sleep that night. How could I? Every time I closed my eyes, I saw her standing in that kitchen. Eyes down, voice low, choosing someone who wasn't me. Morning came like a punishment. I sat on the edge of the bed, hands shaking, trying to understand how a love that felt so unbreakable had suddenly slipped out of my hands. I kept replaying everything in my head. The late night calls, the laughs, the promises, the way she said, "You're my home." Was any of it real? Or was I just a comfortable pause before she moved on to someone simpler, quieter, easier? That thought hurt more than her choosing him, because I couldn't stop imagining why. I finally picked up my phone and opened her messages. Old conversations, old I love yous, old plans, old dreams, all of it felt like a graveyard full of memories I wasn't ready to bury. Then my phone buzzed. It was her. One message. Short, empty, cold. Let's not make this complicated. Complicated? Love wasn't complicated. Heartbreak wasn't complicated. What was complicated was pretending she didn't shatter me with a few quiet words. I wanted to scream. I wanted to ask why. I wanted to know what I did wrong. But instead, I wrote nothing. I put the phone down and walked outside, barefoot. The concrete still cold with morning dew. I needed air. I needed distance. I needed something that didn't remind me of her. But everywhere I looked, the street, the park bench, the corner cafe, it all carried her fingerprints. That's when I realized something aching. She didn't just leave my life. She took the version of me that existed with her. Now I was standing alone in a world that felt too big and too empty. And I didn't even know who I was without her. But deep down, a tiny voice whispered, "The truth is not finished yet." And it wasn't, because the real reason she chose him was still waiting in the dark. And soon, I would see it. With my own eyes. Chapter 3. When a stranger knew more than I did. The day felt heavier than usual. Not because of the clouds, or the cold breeze, or the fact that every corner of the city reminded me of her, but because something inside me whispered that I still didn't know the full story. I left the apartment late in the afternoon and walked aimlessly down the street, hands in my pockets, mind replaying her message. Let's not make this complicated. But love becomes complicated when the person you love starts hiding pieces of themselves from you. I was crossing the small market area when I heard someone call out, "Hey, are you okay?" I turned. It was her neighbor, the older woman who lived on the same floor, the one who always smiled when she saw us together. But right now, she looked worried. "I've seen you two together for years," she said softly. "You don't look like a man who lost a fight. You look like a man who lost answers." Her words hit me harder than I expected. I swallowed. "Do you know something?" I asked. She hesitated, eyes shifting away, like she was debating if she should speak or stay silent. Then she sighed. "Come inside," she said. "There's something you should know." My heartbeat jumped. I followed her into her small apartment. Warm light, smell of tea, soft classical music playing in the background. She sat down across from me and folded her hands. "Your girlfriend," she began slowly. "She didn't choose him because she loved him." My breath caught. "What do you mean?" She looked straight into my eyes with a seriousness that froze me. "She chose him because someone forced her." Forced? The word didn't make sense. It didn't fit. It didn't belong in my story. In our story. I leaned forward. "Who forced her?" The old woman exhaled deeply, as if the truth she carried was too heavy to release. "She didn't want you to know," she said. "She thought she was protecting you." My chest tightened. "Protecting me from what?" The woman continued, voice soft but sharp. "That housekeeper you saw, the one she chose over you. He isn't just a housekeeper." My blood ran cold. A chill moved up my spine. Then she finished. "He's connected to people your girlfriend has been afraid of for a very long time." Silence. Heavy. Shaking. Blinding. My hands curled into fists. Without me realizing, everything in my world shifted, twisted, broke open. And for the first time, the truth didn't feel like closure. It felt like a warning, and I wasn't ready for how deep this story would go. Chapter 4. The truth she never wanted me to find. I left the old woman's apartment, but the world didn't feel the same. The streetlights glowed. People passed by. Cars rushed through the night, but everything around me felt hazy, like I was watching life from underwater. Someone forced her. The sentence kept echoing. Inside my skull, she didn't choose him. She didn't betray me. She didn't walk away from me. She was running from something much darker. I reached my building and climbed the stairs slowly, every step heavier than the last. When I reached my door, I saw something tucked under the mat. A small envelope, my name written in her handwriting. My breath caught. I brought it inside and sat on the couch. Hands shaking, I opened it. Inside was a single note. Simple, short, painful. "I'm sorry you found out like this. Please don't come looking for me. I don't want you hurt." That was it. No explanation, no details, just a goodbye. Written by someone drowning quietly. I read it again and again, until the words blurred. Then anger hit me. Sharp, sudden burning. Not anger at her. Anger at whoever thought they could pull her away from me. Whoever thought they could decide her life for her. Whoever thought they could threaten her into choosing someone else. The old woman said, the man wasn't just a housekeeper. So who was he? And what did he want with her? I picked up my phone and opened the picture I took. The day she walked away from me. The housekeeper standing behind her. Expression cold, body language protective or controlling. I zoomed in. A tattoo on his wrist. Peeked from under his sleeve. A symbol. I didn't recognize it, but it looked organized. Not random. I searched the symbol online, and my heart dropped when I found a match. A private security group. A group known for working with influential families and dangerous people. So she wasn't living with a housekeeper. She was living under surveillance, under pressure, under threat. The thought made my chest tighten painfully. Why didn't she tell me? Why didn't she trust me? Why did she think she had to protect me? By breaking my heart. My phone vibrated suddenly. A message from an unknown number. Stop asking questions. You're in over your head. The room went cold. My grip tightened around the phone. They were watching me. They knew I was digging. They knew I wasn't backing down. I stood up, heart pounding, and walked to the window. Across the street, a black car sat under a streetlight. Engine off, lights off. But I could see a silhouette inside. Head turned toward my building. watching, waiting, warning. I took a slow breath. If they thought fear would stop me, they didn't know me at all, because now I wasn't just fighting for answers. I was fighting for her.
For the girl.
Who walked away so I wouldn't get hurt.
For the girl.
Who deserved to live free from whatever held her hostage. And nothing in this world could make me abandon her now. Chapter 5. When fear wears a human face. Sleep didn't come that night. Every sound felt sharp. Every shadow felt alive. Every passing car felt like it was meant for me. But the moment the sun rose, I was already out the door. I couldn't sit still anymore. I couldn't breathe normally until I knew the truth. I headed back to the place where she used to work. The cafe where she first smiled at me, with eyes that made the world quieter. The morning rush was in full swing. People talked, laughed, ordered, hurried. But to me, the place felt like a graveyard of memories. I approached the counter. A girl I'd never met before stood there, tying her apron. "Hey," I said gently, trying not to sound desperate. "Do you know where the previous staff went?" One of them was a girl named... She cut me off instantly. Her eyes widened. Then she leaned forward. "Don't say her name out loud." My heart skipped. "Why?" I whispered. She lowered her voice even more. "Because someone came here yesterday, asking if anyone had seen you. He described you, showed a picture, told us to call him if you walked in." A chill ran through my spine. What did he look like? Tall, dark coat, tattoos on his wrist. The same man, the same symbol, the same threat looming over everything. I forced my breathing to stay steady. Did he say why he was looking for me? She shook her head. He didn't have to. His face said everything. "Just be careful, okay?" I nodded. But my mind was a storm. They were tracking me, following me, closing in. But why? What was she caught in? And why was I suddenly part of it? I walked out of the cafe slowly, scanning the street. No black car, no silhouettes, no sign of danger. But I felt it, like a weight in the air. I turned the corner and froze. Someone was standing there, not the housekeeper. Someone else. A man in his 30s, clean cut. Expensive suit, expression unreadable. He wasn't hiding. He was waiting. "For me?" I asked quietly. He nodded once. "Get in the car." My pulse spiked. Why would I do that? He sighed like someone who didn't enjoy violence, but accepted it. "Because you keep asking questions, and the people above me are getting impatient." I clenched my fists. "I'm not going anywhere until someone tells me what's going on." He stepped closer until I could see my reflection in his cold, calculated eyes. "You want the truth?" he said. "Fine." He reached into his coat. My muscles tensed, but he didn't pull out a weapon. He pulled out a photograph. He handed it to me. My hands shook. As I looked down, it was her, standing in a hallway, eyes red from crying, arms wrapped around herself, like she was trying to keep from falling apart. Her clothes were the same as the day she walked away from me, but behind her stood a woman, older, powerful, elegant, eyes like polished knives. The man said quietly, "That's his employer, not a housekeeper, not a friend, not even close." I looked up, breath tight. "Who is she?" He held my gaze. "The person your girl belongs to now." My blood ran cold. "Belongs?" The word tasted like poison. He nodded. "She didn't choose him. She didn't choose anything. Her life isn't hers anymore." My voice cracked. "Why? What do they want from her?" He hesitated, and that hesitation terrified me. "You're already too deep," he whispered. "Walk away, before they decide you belong to them too." Then he turned and left, disappearing into the morning crowd, like a ghost who never existed. I stood there, frozen, breathing like I had sand in my lungs. She wasn't running from me. She was being held, owned, controlled. And I knew one thing with absolute clarity. I wasn't walking away, not even if it destroyed me. Chapter 6. The truth that doesn't want to be found. I spent the entire day searching. Every street, every alley, every corner of the city where she might have left a trace. Nothing, not even a whisper. But the more I searched, the more something inside me shifted. Fear turned into anger. Anger turned into resolve. She wasn't lost. She was taken, and I wasn't going to stop until I got her back. As evening settled, I found myself walking toward the one place I had been avoiding. Her old neighborhood, the place she hated, the place she left behind. The place filled with people who never saw her as human. Streetlights flickered as I walked by. Dogs barked in the distance. Windows slammed shut as if people knew trouble was coming. I knocked on the familiar peeling wooden door. Her stepdad opened it. His smile died the moment he saw me. "You!" he grunted. "What do you want now?" I stared at him. At the man who treated her like property. The man she still hated even today. "I need to know where she is." He snorted. "Why? She dumped you? Finally got tired of pretending?" He said it like a joke. My jaw tightened. "This isn't a game. Someone has her." He froze for a second, then laughed it off. "You think I care?" She was nothing but... I grabbed him by the shirt and slammed him against the wall. He gasped. Shocked, terrified. "Choose your next words carefully," I warned. "I'm not the same person I used to be." His hands trembled. His face went pale. She came here," he stuttered. "A few nights ago. But she didn't come inside." My heart jumped. "When?" "Late, maybe midnight. She was crying, shaking, looked like she'd seen a ghost." I released him. "She left something." He disappeared into the house, rummaging through old drawers, cursing under his breath. He returned holding a small object. A bracelet. Her bracelet. The one she wore every day. The one she never took off. I held it in my hands like it was a lifeline. "She dropped it on the porch," he said. "Didn't even knock. Just stood there for a minute, then ran off." "Which direction?" He pointed down the street. "Toward the old industrial district. The abandoned warehouses." My stomach tightened. The same area where the tattooed men were seen. The same area rumored to belong to the organization that controlled her. I stepped back. "Why didn't you go after her?" I demanded. He scoffed. "Not my problem anymore." The door slammed shut in my face. But I didn't need him. I had what I needed. Her bracelet. Her last trace. And a direction. The industrial district was far, but I ran the whole way. Darkness swallowed the sky. Only broken streetlights flickered. The air smelled like rust and old secrets. I reached the first warehouse. Silent. Empty. But inside, I felt something. A presence. A whisper of her. I pushed the door open. It creaked like a warning. Inside the massive hall, metal beams cast long shadows. Dust floated in the air like snow. And in the center, a single chair. A camera pointed at it. And on the chair, a note. My heart thumped so hard, I thought it might burst through my chest. I walked toward it slowly, each step echoing in the emptiness. The note was handwritten. Shaky. Her handwriting. "Don't look for me. They're watching. Run!" My fingers shook. My breathing broke. They made her write this. A trap. A warning. A cry for help. But instead of running, I folded the note and placed it inside my jacket and whispered into the darkness, "I'm going to find you, even if I have to burn every one of them down." A soft metallic click echoed behind me. I froze. Someone else was here, watching, waiting. The hunt had officially begun. Chapter 7. When Love Finally Stops Running. The sound behind me echoed again, a slow, deliberate click. Not rushed, not panicked. Someone confident. Someone who believed he already won. I didn't turn around immediately. Instead, I closed my fingers tighter around her bracelet. Something about its weight felt like a promise I wasn't breaking. "Turn around," a voice ordered. I did. A man stood in the shadows, tall, broad, with the same snake tattoo pattern I'd seen on the men who chased her. "So it was them." "You've made too much noise," he said. "Your woman belongs to us. She always did." I stepped forward. "Not afraid. Not anymore. She doesn't belong to anyone," I said. "Especially not you." He laughed. "You think she came back because she wanted to?" "She came back because we called. Because she owes us." My jaw tightened. He continued. "She tried to run. She tried to hide with you. But a girl with a past like hers never escapes." My fingers curled into fists. "Where is she?" I demanded. He smirked, lifted his chin. "Close." Then he whistled. A heavy metallic door in the far corner creaked open, and she stepped out, her hands tied, her face bruised, eyes swollen from crying, clothes torn. But she was alive. Alive. I felt something explode in my chest, half relief, half rage. Her eyes lifted, and when she saw me, her whole body shook. "Don't," she whispered, trembling. "Please don't come closer. They'll kill you." But I didn't stop. The tattooed man held up his gun. One step more and she dies. I paused, just for a second. Then I smiled. Shoot me, I said. You'll never leave this place alive. He frowned. Big words for a man alone. I'm not alone, I replied. Lights flickered. A loud hum echoed through the warehouse walls. Backup. My backup. Earlier today I had made a call to the only people powerful enough to fight this organization. A federal agent I once saved years ago. Flashing red and blue lights suddenly cut across the windows. Sirens roared. FBI, drop the weapon. The man panicked and grabbed her by the neck, pulling her in front of him like a shield. Her scream broke the room. Let her go! I shouted, but he pressed the gun tighter against her head. She belongs to us, he screamed. She was born in our world. She dies in our world. No, I whispered, stepping closer, eyes locked on hers. She lives with me. She mouthed something. Please, save me. And that was enough. Before the man could react, I lunged. A single moment. One chance. I struck his wrist. The gun clattered. Agent stormed forward. He swung at me, but I caught him, slammed him against the concrete floor. He tried to reach the fallen gun, but I kicked it away and pinned him down. His final words were a hiss. She will never be free. I leaned down. She already is. He was cuffed and dragged away. And finally, after everything, after all the nights of fear, all the running, she fell into my arms. She was shaking uncontrollably. I thought you wouldn't come, she whispered into my chest. I will always come, I said. For you? Every time. She began crying silently, gripping the back of my shirt as if it was the only thing keeping her alive. I lifted her chin gently. You're safe, I told her. I promise. They're gone. But she shook her head. No, I'm the problem. I bring danger. I bring chaos. I should what? I interrupted softly. Leave you. Give up on you? Her lips parted, but nothing came out. I tilted her face toward mine. I didn't save you because I had to. I saved you because I love you. Her breath hitched, her pupils widened, and her entire soul seemed to collapse into relief. She threw her arms around me and sobbed. I love you too. I've always loved you. I was just afraid it would destroy you. I kissed her forehead. You don't ruin my life, I whispered. You're the reason I survived half of it. She broke into a trembling smile, and for the first time in days, she looked free. Truly free. The FBI paramedics wrapped her in a blanket. She held my hand so tight I could feel her heartbeat pulsing through her palm. When they placed her in the ambulance, she tugged my sleeve weakly. Don't leave me, she whispered. I smiled. I'm riding with you. She closed her eyes, finally able to breathe. As the door shut and the ambulance pulled away into the night, she rested her head on my shoulder, and after everything we went through, she finally slept. Not from fear, but from safety, from home, from me.